recording. So yes, we have, welcome everybody. I was just putting some posts out to get some more people on here. We have 169 people registered. So we are excited every week for people to register. And we know a lot of people end up listening to this through our YouTube channel, through the Soar audio app. If you haven't downloaded that, you need to. And if you are wanting to start some groups on there, we would be happy to show you how to upgrade. That is the benefit, the huge benefit. I should show you guys while we're waiting. Man, this is really cool. So what, oops, wrong button. I should show you while we're waiting here for a second how this works. And just imagine, so some of you are like, what's the Soar audio app going to do? Watch this. Let my Alexa turn on real quick, and we'll give everybody a few more minutes to hop on. I see everybody starting to jump on here. I love it. I love it. So while we wait for other people to hop on, I'm just going to show you guys, this is the future. So imagine imagine having a learning and development access into training like we have to music right now. Imagine that. Imagine people being able to just talk and your teachings, your podcasts just come up. So watch this. Alexa, open Soar audio.
Welcome back.
What did Paul say about leadership?
Okay.
I think back to my young,
That's Paul
early
Allen.
days,
Alexa,
years.
next.
Paul Allen, Twitter for audio.
So leadership is one of
That's
our
another
most
one.
common
And I
challenges.
could keep going.
And so anyone who
Alexa,
wants-
stop. Get Tony Colson.
Okay.
So this is a sermon. Tony Colson's a pastor in South Carolina. Alexa, stop. I think I'll just unplug her. And he is going to be using this app. You can put for free your content on there right now, but you can also do groups. If you have private groups that you mentor, you can have all the recordings and meetings on there at their fingertips. Research shows that people will watch a video for learning and development, but it's not like a music video. After the first time, they just want to be able to listen to it. And that's what we're providing. So imagine inclusivity for people who have, who are blind, being able to access your teachings. And it's through Google Assist right now and Alexa. And you just download the app, go to my.soar.com right now. This is all being, you developed and it's evolving, and you can upload your content, it has to be your content, to the app, and you can share it to the public and whoever's on there. And if you decide you want to do some private groups, so if you mentor people and share that private group, there's an upgrade to that. And of course, we have a special offer right now. People are jumping on and grandfathered in. So that's what the big hype is all about. Imagine the possibilities and having your name, being able to say, hey, what did Farshad say on Wise Coach, I think it is. And then it just starts playing clips. And then eventually you'll be able to say, unpack that. And the whole thing plays. So that's what we're talking about. Some of you are wondering, and you've been wondering how it works. Now you just got to see a mini example of that. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is February 4th, 2021. Farshad is on the line, and we are going to, I want to share. Okay, and now what did I do? Farshad, welcome. How are you?
I am doing great, Shari. It's such an honor to be with you.
Oh, I'm so excited. Now, here's the thing. I just totally lost the bio that I was going to read about you. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about you, but based on what I know, and then I'm going to have you introduce yourself. So you guys, I have known Farshad since 2013. I think that's when we met, correct? We were actually a part of another mentorship group for leadership and coaches. And we actually were on a trip to well, we met before that, but where we got to know each other was we went to Guatemala on a leadership missionary experience, if you will. And that's where we really got to know each other. But he has done amazing things. He has it's called Wise Coach. He has a mentorship. He has 2 books. His podcast is in how many countries now, Farshad?
42 countries now.
42 countries. So today, as you guys know, every week on Coach Uplift Weekly, we share tips, tools, techniques for coaching. We've done just tactical things. Well, we're going to teach you some things today. He's going to talk about leadership, but it's what I think coaches need to know as you coach executives. It's good to have different perspectives. And hopefully if you're not inspired after this guy's story today, I'm just saying, I don't know. You need to listen to a lot more, I guess. But because I just remember meeting him and him telling me his story. And I just cannot believe his story and how upbeat and positive he was. And so I just wanted him to come here today and share with all of you. And if you're listening to this recording, even if it's 2025, you're going to benefit, and you're going to, if you don't get some goosebumps listening to this, well, then I don't know what to tell you. So with that, I'm just going to hand it over to you, Farshad. Tell everybody a little bit more about you and what you've done.
Thank you so much, Shari. And thanks to all your audience for investing their time. Such an honor to be able to be with you in next 30, 40 minutes and just brainstorm, share some stories, and learn from each other. It's just a great honor.
Well, and we have a very engaged group, so you know. So they'll text things. I'll let you know if they're asking questions. But tell Farshad who you are, where you're from. Put it in the chat while he's talking about himself.
Fantastic. Yeah, I love to get to know everyone. We all doing this very similar things. We want to add value to people. And if you are in coaching, leadership development, mentorship, we all doing very similar things. Our mission in life is to make a difference out there every day. When I wake up in the morning, my motivation is to be able to impact somebody's life every single day. So today is a great day for me because I have the honor to be with you. And I'm going to share with you a little bit about who I am and how I ended up in coaching and leadership. So I'm ready. You are ready.
Go ahead. You take it. And just so you know, we have people from Alexandria, Virginia, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hey, Nate, Charlotte, North Carolina, Ohio. So from all over.
Fantastic. So I started my journey with coming to United States in 1998. And it was by default, not by design. I was forced to be in this country for certain reasons. If you know, my home country is Iran. And obviously, you wake up every morning there to survive. And really not much to do to thrive. Every day you're fighting because you just want to survive. You just want to get by. And from childhood, I learned that every day I wake up, I have to protect my family. I got to protect my dad. I had a hard-working father, and we were 8 kids in the family, and the father was the only one working. And from young age, I decided to help him out. I decided to do something to help the family in an environment that really there is no thriving, there is not much success. Is every day, day by day, you get up, you just want to get by. And I grew up in that country, and for some personal decisions I made, I had to leave that country in 1998, came to the United States, and I'm looking for a job because I had a business there. I was successful, fairly successful as an entrepreneur. I came to US, and I'm 27 years old, looking for a job. Oh, I gave away my age already. So I'm looking for a job. And And the newspaper, it said insurance. So, well, what is insurance? I had to open up a dictionary to figure out and ask others what insurance is. So I went to this insurance company for one-on-one interview, and the guy said, "You are hired." I said, "Wow, American dream is real." I couldn't even communicate with this guy. I was hired. And they gave me a phone script, and the guy in that office said, "Go and get it, Tiger." And I looked around, I saw nobody in that room. Oh, I'm a tiger now. I'm on the phone. How many of you have done cold calling? Yeah.
Who's done cold calling? So by the way, we have somebody from the Netherlands on the line and Lebanon, Pennsylvania. So if you've done cold calling in any shape, way, or form, let you guys know what that's like. So 1998, yes, Nancy is like, yes, she's done it.
I'm on the call, and they gave me a script to sell insurance, right, to make appointments. As soon as I pick up the phone and say, "Hey, this is Farshad," click. "This is Farshad," click. "This is click. This is Farshad," click. 700 times, "This is Farshad," click. 2 weeks after, "This is Farshad," click. And I went home and I said, "This is not working. There is something wrong with the phone script." It was nothing wrong with the phone script.
Oh, I love that, though. You even thought it was a script. I love it.
And then after 2 weeks not giving up, and I was so frustrated. I almost gave up every day, but I didn't. I'm glad I did not. I did not give up because I had some bigger dream in my life. You know, even though I lost everything in life to come to US, they couldn't take away my dream from me. And that dream kept me going. I said, "This is Farshad," click. Finally, I wasn't in the office, and I picked up the phone to make some more phone calls. I said another 700 calls, probably something will happen. So I was hopeless, I was exhausted, I was sweating. And finally, when I said, "This is Farshad," the lady didn't hang up. And she said, "Okay." Then I was looking for my script to read it now. I was so excited, I read the script. I don't know if she understood me, but she said, "Farshad, whatever your name is, I have no idea what the heck you're talking about. Why don't you just come on over so we can talk?" I said, "Yes." I got my first appointment in insurance. So I go to this lady. This lady gave me hope. Now, I was this close to give up, because how many times you want to call and people hang up? How many times you want to feel rejected? How many times you can't even communicate? You can't even speak English. So I want to go to this appointment now because the lady said, "Come on over." No one wants to come with me. No one in the office wanted to train me. They said, "You can't speak English. You can't make an appointment to save your life. So you know what? You go and take care of it." I go to the house. I hug the lady. We sit down. And the lady said, "Okay, what do you got?" I said, "Mr. Jones, can we read this brochure together?" It was an insurance coverage brochure. And she said, "Okay, we can read it." I said, "Can you highlight while you're reading all the key phrases that you like so I can use it for my next appointment?" And she said, "Okay." So we had a great time reading the brochure together. She is highlighting, and I'm just saying, yeah, that's good, that's good. And she said, this is true story. She said, "I like it. I need this. I want this." I said, "Okay, do you have a calculator, Mr. Jones?" She said, "Yeah." So let's calculate the premium. So we opened up the rate book. She's calculating the premium. We complete the paperwork. She signed up. She gave me the check. That was my first insurance sales ever.
I think I'm going to use that approach from now on. Here, highlight what you like about Soar Audio.
She was my coach. She never,
Yes.
she gave me hope.
Yeah.
She gave me hope. I came back to the office. I was like unstoppable. I was on the phone calling. I said, I don't care if you hang up. I'm going to call you back and ask if you hang up on me. And I was making an appointment now because I had hope, because I saw the light end of the tunnel. And you know how many times we forget that it's our job to give people hope, just a little bit of hope. And we forget our number one role is not to coach them and mentor them and make it complicated. It's give them some hope. And that lady did that to me.
You're right. I think some coaches, especially, I think all of us have, that's why we're in coaching, right? We want to help people, but I think we all have had those times where it can become complacent and we forget what is our job. It isn't to fix people. That's not it. It is to help them. And you're right. Ultimately, it's to give them hope. I love that. That is so valuable.
So this lady helped me there. So I came back. I got it. I got the idea. I said, I'm just going to be on the phone making phone calls and use this brochure that is being highlighted, and I'm going to make a good living. And that's exactly what happened. 2 years doing this, I became the #1 in that region in insurance sales because of that one incident. That lady trusted me, gave me hope. And becoming #1 in insurance business in a region with my broken English at the time, with my thick accent, and people can't even understand me. Oh, by the way, someone told me, why don't you change your name? I said, why should I change them? Change it to Fred. Maybe they give you more appointments. I said, no, I won't change my name to Fred. My name is Farshad. So anyway, that didn't work either. I was tempted to do it, and I said, you know what, forget it. I'm not changing my name. I remember.
Yeah, no, right. But I could see why people probably did that, but good for you. You didn't take that route.
No, I said, hey, I'm gonna build a brand around my name without changing it.
Yeah.
Do I look like Fred? No, I don't look like Fred.
Well, and I think new coaches, even coaches who've been in the business a long time, there's so many people out there giving advice on what they should do and should not do, what you have to do. And I think we overcomplicate it. I'm not saying that they're not valuable, but what I believe is stick true to who you are, which is basically what you're saying, Farshad, right? Stick
Absolutely.
to who you are, and that's where your success is going to lie.
Yeah, you be yourself. You build your brand. You don't have to try to be somebody else. I never can be Fred or somebody else. I just can be Farshad.
Yeah.
And people who like me as being Farshad, not Fred or anybody else. I'm not trying to copy somebody else. I'm trying to learn from others,
Yeah.
definitely, but I want to be the best version of me, and I want to help as many as people out there to become the best version of themselves. But the first thing I do when it comes to coaching, and I have learned this, is to find an opportunity to give them hope.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my message today, with all humbleness. One thing that I do in my executive coaching process is giving them hope. And then when we build that bridge and there's a hope there, we start the process of coaching, expanding their self-limited belief and the areas that we have to work on, challenge them, the call to actions, and the whole process. Going back to my story, I started making some money. The American dream was there for me. I was stepping up, becoming better in what I did, but I didn't have a car. So I came out of the house. One of my customers, when I sold them insurance, I saw this little car, and I'm a big guy, so the little car, I said, doesn't matter, as long as I can drive from point A to point B, right? The little car for sale, I asked him, I said, how much is this? He said, $250. I said, wow, this is awesome. United States is the best country. So I'm writing a check, I'm giving him $250. I said, okay, hold on. Let me walk you through to the other side of the car. The other side was all gone. It's a half a car. It's just a half a car. So I bought it because it was functioning well. I was able to drive everywhere I go, but I had to learn to park the car always this way, so no one can see the other side, the right side of the car. And I had to practice that, because imagine you make a sale, you close a deal, or you get a coaching customer, and you make a U-turn, and they see the other side of your car. They would have called an FBI on me. And,
yeah, he's
you know,
successful.
we are laughing right now. I was praying and crying behind the wheel that, God, I'm so thankful even for this half a car.
Yes.
But the half a car made me who I am today, to appreciate car, to appreciate life, to appreciate all the blessings we have. And the half a car is story. You know, I landed in an airport. I think it was in Florida or Dallas somewhere. I see someone at the airport calling me, "Are you the half a car guy?" You must have read my book.
I love it. I love it. So now you were going to share, because I know you were talking about change and COVID, and that's really what you felt compelled to share today. So I think it was like ABC's, yeah, this is your book, right? No excuses. You guys go pick this up. I know this isn't a selling webinar, but we all need extra things to read. This is a great, great book.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you for directing us, because that's my next topic. But I want to tell you all my stories of half a car and challenges. My dad being my coach and mentor is in this book, No Excuses Mindset. We fall into the trap of excuses. And we all know as coaches and mentors that you can't go from excuses to success. You can't. You got to remove all these excuses. And in my life, God has helped me to remove excuses, because I had so many of them. Couldn't speak English, didn't have a car. I went to Starbucks to buy a coffee. We moved to a new office in insurance business, and I asked for my venti mocha extra hot, my favorite coffee, and I'm walking out and tasting the coffee. Didn't taste the same. The lady said, "Sir, you asked for 4 shots." I said, "No, that's my name, Farshad." Anyway, I got my 4 shots. I had a great day. I worked till midnight that day. But let's get right into leadership and coaching post COVID-19. Are you guys ready? Thumbs up if you're ready to hear the leadership post COVID. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, they're ready.
All right, wonderful. Let's get right into this. I am excited to share with you. During COVID, I have learned that COVID and pandemic and any type of challenges, they don't come with any blueprints. And as leaders and coaches and mentors, our job is to go back to basics of the ABC of leadership. And when I'm talking about leadership, I mean coaching as well, because they're interconnected. You can't lead without coaching skills. So I want to start from here. Crisis creates the need for corrections, adjustments, and self-evaluation. Wow, during pandemic last year, our business almost was shut down. We had to reflect, create new ways of doing business, made corrections, adjustments, and more importantly, self-evaluation, where I am with my coaching and leadership. Am I a type to sit home and wait for people to tell me what to do? Or are we going to take charge and do something about this big global issue? The reality is that leadership post-COVID-19 needs to be different. It is different. Even our coaching is different now. It will no longer be about the title and power. Leaders must be influential, that people are willing to follow. Coaches must become influential, bring hope.
I think in a lot of people, and you guys who are listening to this, even when you're coaching your clients right now, I think they're struggling with this, right? Because they know, what I have found is they know they need to move forward, We know we need to make corrections and adjustments, and it's hard to just let go of things, right? Even if they worked, we have to let some of those. Normally, it's like if it didn't work, move on. Go with what works. What worked before may not work now. So now it's another level of change. And I think coaching people through that. I know yesterday I was talking with a friend a little bit about something like this, and she was just wanting, talking as a friend, but was wanting some coaching, and she's just really struggling. And for the first time as a coach, I felt a little bit, I don't know, a loss to what questions to ask. And I've been doing this 11 years. I always have a question to ask. And it was the first time, ironically, yesterday that I was like, my gosh, I need to ask different questions than I've asked in the past as a coach. So I totally get what you're talking about. Self-evaluation as a coach is just as important. If we're going to be coaching people through change, we better do these things as well.
Shari, we had no idea what to do. Myself and a couple of my good friends, we came up with some weekly webinars to help people navigate through pandemic. And during 12 weeks, we brought some of the best guest speakers.
I remember, I was on a few of those. I watched them.
Right, 1,400 people went through our 12-week webinars, and they were asking us to do more of these. And it was all free. We had people from all over the world. You know what we were sharing with them? Every week, whatever we learned how to do things, we were sharing it on a Saturday. So people were demanding for more. We didn't know how to deal with pandemic, but we were sharing what are we doing? In my insurance business, we were always traditional organization, face-to-face, kitchen table sales, one-on-one. In 5 days, we changed that to different platforms, Zoom, FaceTime, over the phone. We changed everything. The sales process, our presentation, and I so agree with you, is self-evaluation, more importantly, correction and adjustments. And we took it so personally that a lot of people that we knew in the community, they're just sitting and waiting. So we came up with this idea. I'm so blessed to tell you that it was a success, and we helped people navigate, but we learned more than anything else. When you teach, you learn, right? And that was big for me because it was giving me higher self-confidence to do more for our community, for people. So leadership changes post-COVID-19, the ABC of coaching. One, the A, leaders and coaches, they need to be more accessible, more adaptable, and authentic. Right now, coaching is not about, oh, I'm busy, call me whenever I can, I return your call. More accessible means we have so many people right now that are struggling. So as a coach, I need to be more available. Yes, I can't see them in person, but I'm gonna figure out how can I give them the feeling that they're included, they are part of an organization. Like what you do, Shari, I just love this mission you have, because you're including people, you are accessible, you're helping, you're adding value regardless of COVID. So become more accessible. Don't be too busy for people. Even if you have to work harder, be more accessible, because there's so many people, they need your help. Be adaptable. It doesn't have to be always face-to-face. You can do FaceTime, more Zoom, more Skype, any platform you like, more authentic. It's okay to not have all the answers, because during the pandemic, I was just telling them, I don't have all the answers. We just get together to do the webinar to help each other and hear from you. What has worked for you this past week? What are some of your challenges? And I was sharing what is working for me, and it became so dynamic. We had guest speakers as great as 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 joined us.
I know, I loved it.
Yeah, because when you're really authentic, you attract people. You don't have to be, you can fake it. When people say you gotta fake it to make it, it just drives me nuts.
Well, and I think this is really important for everybody on the phone today too, to keep in mind, as because they're coaching executives. So if you're coaching somebody that's struggling with leading through change, write this down, because you can say, listen, how accessible have you become? Have you become more isolated from your team? How adaptable are you? Are you as adaptable as you think you are? Like, these are all things everybody on this phone can take and go, wow, I can use these as questions when I'm coaching my clients or my team. We have team leaders on here too that listen to this. Like, how can you use this and think about the people you're leading through your coaching or teams and ask these questions? So I think these are important things to share and say, listen, I know you're struggling, and like, how are you doing this the A part, right? So thank you. I love this.
Absolutely. The B part is be bold. Bold as in brave, obedient. Show your leadership ability and be different. Being bold, making tough decisions during this time. Leaders, they show up. This is the time that most people that are waiting, and me and you cannot wait as a coach, as a leader. We got to be bold and make some tough decisions in life. I remember when pandemic hit, I made a decision to show up every single day, to be with my team members, to be the first in, last out. And the reason I did it, this is not about bragging about me,
Right.
is about my heart was, how can I bring hope to my team members that even pandemic is not going to shut down our business. When you are in the sales business and everyone is freaking out, you are almost shutting down.
Yeah.
I started telling everyone that we have an essential business. We need to serve people. I'm here every day. I started sending videos every day, 1-minute video through chat box to everyone. I'm here. If you need me, I'm here. I'm here at 7 a.m. Come and see me. Why? Because I had to make some tough decisions. We changed our platform from one-on-one sales to over the phone, over the Zoom. Never happened in 130 years in our company. And being brave, gotta be brave. People need some certainty. People need some confidence. And they look up to you as a coach and leader. Obedient, yes, is my daily routine, my rule of 5 that I do every day. Just listening to our creator and getting some ideas and being obedient, praying, reflecting, writing, reading. Leadership abilities. You got to start empowering people even during tough times. People need to have the sense of belonging, to feel that they are included, they're part of something. 70% of my team members right now working from home. What I do every day, I gotta find a way to make sure I include them to part of my decision-making process. I have sent gift cards to family members as a contest. Just I try to find an excuse to reward them. Why? Because I want them to know they're part of my team. Even though if
what you're talking about right now, Farshad, is you're leading by example. So yeah, as coaches, but you think about the people, everybody on this call is coaching. Are the people you're coaching leading by example? I mean, are they saying what they want, and are their actions matching up with what they say they want? So many leaders, and often people I've coached in the past myself, from the C-suite, let's say, or even VP and manager level, what they say they want and what they're willing to do don't match up, and that's why it doesn't work. And as the coach, I think you're right. We have to be bold to ask those questions, and of them say, you came to me for a reason. Here's some questions I have. What is it you want? And what are you doing as a leader? Not just as from a self-motivated or self, from a look at what I'm doing per se tactically, but what are you doing as a leader for your team? Are you changing the way you're leading your team? Because that's where it's going to be at. It starts with you.
Absolutely. The biggest challenge I found for people working from home is they feel excluded, isolated. And our job as coaches and leaders is to give them the feeling that they're included, they're part of something bigger. They're not the only one. And how such a great job they're doing, even working from home. How can you create that with 200-300 people? If you have a team of 200-300 people, how are you going to give that feeling to them? So that is the true leadership and coaching process that I use. Even when I coach executives, my first question is, how do you in touch with your team members? I know most of them are working from home. Things have changed. What are you doing differently? How do you give them the feeling that they're empowered? They're part of the decisions that you are making. They're part of the vision. How do you keep them inspired? You know, I started doing this Mind Shift 2.0 every Monday. We have more than 300 people attend. It's only 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You know why they attend? Because they love to get inspired Monday morning. And I want to give them that inspiration. It's,
but your passion is contagious, Farshad. I mean, and that's authentic, right? You can't fake that. So I think being passionate about what you do does matter. And when it comes to that being bold, you better love what you do or get out of the room.
And that takes us to the C, which is compassion. It's a compassion. Is, you know, really not only having passion, which is very important, but touching the heart before you ask for the hand. We talk about that all the time. Have that compassion, the love, the care. Communication is so crucial, especially during these tough times. Over communication is perfectly fine. Having short messages, videos, surprising them, doing something for them that they can't do for themselves at this time is more important than ever before. Making sure they feel included, they're part of something bigger. And your commitment to be the best gives people so much confidence that is absolutely contagious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And I think that's where you lead by example, right? You're committed to, you would never ask somebody to do something that you wouldn't do yourself. And I think there's a lot of leaders out there right now that are wanting coaching, and really it's, are you doing the things that you expect your team members to do?
Right. Especially the transition from working from the office to working from home has been tough for people.
Right.
You know, watching Netflix, sitting on the couch, comfort zone, kids, distractions, whatever. But you know what? As leaders, as coaches, our job is to keep them laser focused every day on what matters the most. We are oversaturated with distractions. How can we cut the noise outside? How can we cut all the noise outside and listen to the voice within? Yeah. And stay laser focused to accomplish what matters the most.
Well, I love it. Well, we actually have about 6 minutes or so left. And if Farshad will keep going here, but if you guys have questions for him, you know, here's the thing. He's going to give all of you guys this bonus, and it's going to help you with your coaching and understanding the psychology of change. I'll let him talk about it, but if you don't go download this, it's a great tool that you can have, and it's just going to help you elevate, right? This is about elevating everybody here. We all have a different level of awareness. I don't believe anybody's broke. I just believe everybody has a different level of awareness in every area of life. Self-reflection, financial, coaching skills, whatever it is. It's just to be able to raise that awareness. And tell everybody about this and how that can help them, Farshad.
This is my bonus for everyone. First of all, again, thank you so much. I know we have so many experienced coaches, wonderful people out there that I'm, being humble, listening to my story, that gives me so much confidence and encourages me. I want to give this to you as a gift. I worked on this for years, understanding the psychology of change, and I'm going to share this with you as a gift. Feel free to share this with your coaches, with your clients. In the reality of psychology of change, what I have learned is you don't go from point A jumping to point B. Many people, they think this is a straight line from A to B. Hey, I have a new job. I just gonna get on it, go from A to B. Or I bought a new house. Everything gonna be smooth. I'm gonna have a great life. Or I got married. I'm gonna go from point A to point B. Or you move from one state to another state. You get promotion. It's not A to B. There's certain emotions we have to go through. And you agree with me that when you get a promotion, when you get some new changes happening in your life, all of a sudden you're gonna wake up in a couple of weeks and say, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for this. It's appointments, being mad, sad, frustrated, even sometimes angry. And you see that line right there. Some people, they give up right there. They just quit. They believe grass are greener elsewhere.
Or they question themselves. Why did I make this decision? Right? They start to.
That happens to all of us. And they want to go elsewhere. Guess what? They're going to go elsewhere and they're going to start all over again from point A. And they're going to hit the wall again. They're going to get disappointed, frustrated, mad, and they're going to give up. Grass are not greener elsewhere. Grass is only greener wherever you water them.
Yes.
And you cross this line and you see hope. You see success. You see that you're elevating the game. You're becoming better. You're multiplying your business. And you go from A to B, but you go through certain emotions by time. And ladies and gentlemen, never let your customers, your clients give up when they're facing these challenges down here. We all do. If you think about changes you made in life, you all gone through this, but some of you are so strong leaders and coaches, they just go through this quickly. People get stuck here. People give up here. So what can we do as coaches and mentors to help people overcome this challenge? And last but not least, I want to leave you with this leadership that is related to our change. S is for surpass the status quo. H is for honor your values when you make the shift. I is for impact the world. And the F is focus on your purpose, because that keeps you laser focused in everything you do. The shift needs to happen daily. It happens in my life, your life, and your clients. It happens. How great we become with the psychology of change. And this is the key to your success. Give people hope, never let them give up. Thanks so much, and God bless.
Oh, Farshad, thank you. So thank you. Can everybody give him some love? So Nancy wrote, really appreciated the point about being inundated with distractions. Like, our job is to help them stay laser focused, and we need to do that ourselves, basically, is what she's saying. So yeah, so thank you for that. Can you guys give him some love and thank yous? And this time always goes by. Beautiful, great session and insights. This time always goes so fast. Every week, and I've been blessed to have good people in my life that I can call upon. And Farshad, you're one of them. And I can't stop smiling. I hope all of you, where can they get this at? Where can they get the bonus at? I think we forgot to tell.
I will send in the PDF you can share with the team.
Okay, I'll just send it out in an email then. Okay, fabulous. We'll send that out to everybody that's been registered. I think we're up to like 169 people registered for this now. We just started it a few weeks ago. So just thank you for taking the time to be here. All of you go pick up his book. They're saying thank you so much, and sharing your story. You guys need to follow him. They've got so much good stuff going on. And amazing, love this. So Farshad, this is the worst part of these weekly is saying goodbye. But this is a goodbye. Let's stay in touch, and I'll get you we're going to download this and put it on the Soar audio app so you can share it through there as well. And I'll make sure I get you the information about so you can share it.
Be safe.
All right. Bye, Farshad. Bye, everybody.